Happy Friday, y'all. What is up? What is going on? It is officially the weekend, so let's celebrate. That's what's up. That's what's up. Right, yeah. Righty. Not like that. Tell me this is not sick. Marco. Just sitting here with all these really major bangers hanging out. Like, I might just sit at the table all weekend long and just soak them in. Just soak them in. I love this thing a lot. A lot. This thing is just, oof. What's up, Mo Patty, Kathleen, Neil, Marco, KDK, you're early. I got off of work. I'm home. I want to get some stuff done, and I know I was like, I'll go live for a little bit, hang out, see how it goes, and then I'll have the rest of the evening and weekend to knife. Need that weekend to knife, right? What's up, Snail Trail Dale? None for now. What's everyone's weekend plans? Anybody have an exciting extravaganza planned or anything cool? None for now. Joe K. I love this knife. It is so choice. Put it right next to this, I don't know, Herman. Ever hear of them? This thing is actually huge. Actually large. This is a big Herman. And I don't know if I'll send it back to Kevin Smith and Knives or I'm just going to keep it. Going to GP Knives Saturday to browse. Awesome. What's the best knife do I have? How do you, what's considered the best? Best action? Most interesting? Most expensive? This is a Herman right here. This is definitely a high buck item. And I did just have this. This might probably be the top one in the building. Does it say anything on it? It's just CKF. Yeah. Was the Herman the most expensive one? I don't know, Kathleen. It was either that or this. They were both up there. Someone said that one of these was for sale on Blade Binge, and they wanted like $2,200 for it or something. But I think that was probably an overpriced. All things best, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. It might be this one right here. That huge hollow grind. The titanium handle. The high cost. That forward angle. That mirror edge. The action. Good stuff. I think my first car was like $900. Pretty sure that Herman is a lot more. Yeah. But it looks nice. It does look nice. Feels great. Those micro mill grooves. What's up, XX Rage? XX. But yeah, this Herman could be the most expensive one in the group. Is it my favorite? No. I mean, it's simple. It's clean. It's gorgeous. You know, but I also really like something like this Riot. Look at this integral. Look at this milling. Look at this. This is all one piece. And then you've got the inserts, these real high-end inserts. Boom. Knives are life, what's up? Bruce Wayne the Gray. If you could redesign any production knife specifically for lefties, what would I change first? Like what model? Or, I mean, obviously it would be the lock. Something where you can only get like a full frame lock, and then have them make it a lefty version. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to, because they make them. I mean, I got the DVO Stout V2, and this is a lefty. We got Vanex titanium plus the glow. That's a pretty sweet lefty knife. So, I mean, if we're changing something, I would make it more lefty compatible, you know, obviously, so you can use it with your left hand. There are some knives that you get that nasty lock, that frame lock up. Let me find one. Like this right here. This is a Forged in Fire Maker Custom. But so this one here has that frame lock on this side. When I put my thumb on that and go to flick it out, it won't flick out. But when I put it in my right hand, I can't do it in my right hand either. But yeah, frame locks. So getting some that might only be a frame lock for a righty, maybe have them make one for a lefty. I don't know. What knife out there is not available for lefties that would be cool if it was? I don't know. I do have a lot of righty knives, though, that I don't mind. You know, it still works fine. We got Mo Patty's Winter Blade. This has got that cool push out open. That's super cool. I struggle with it a little bit on my left, but I messed up my index finger a while ago, so it doesn't work the same. If I get on the side of it, it's actually easier, but the tip, I cut the tip of my finger off with a 3D print, not actually with a knife, but with the sharp edge of a resin 3D print knife. And unfortunately cut the tip right off my finger, which sucked. But now it's like I can't push the same. Sometimes like on, you can see that little bubble, that's all rock hard chunk. Sometimes I can't do the shark lock, super locks as well. But get in there, that's fun. This is the Winter Blade. So this is the, what's it called? The Factor 8. Great in the hand though. Favorite knife ever, SOG Flare. You guys want to see, you got to see this table though here. Look at this. This is wild. Golden Design Works, we got a Chris Reeves, we got a Smock, we got a Chef Master, Tall Boy, Stout V2, Primo Jack, CKF, the Herman. What was this one? AB Dubs? Look at this ABW button lock. Boom. Sorry, I'm wobbling. This Riot, which is just crazy, that integral one piece. We've got a nice Migron. What is the name of this Migron? I can't remember now. Mara or something like that. We've got probably the nicest, I'm not a bug out fan, but this is probably the nicest bug out I've seen with that insert on there. Got a Sheriff right here. Boom. Tell me that's not sick. What was this one again? I can't remember, but this is the same guy with that button actuated liner lock. Boom. Nice smaller knife. Got my fixed blade, Captain's Bowie from Auxiliary Manufacturing. I can't remember the name of this one. Where's the box? Oh, they're over here. Brimwolf Mule 4 skeletonized titanium. We've got the integral titanium. Whoa, don't cut your thumb there. MC Excalibur. I actually really like the Excalibur. Excalibur, you can get it in the lefty version. You didn't even recognize that bug out, right? Is this not like, that's about as fancy a bug out as you can get. Titanium. The Zerk insert. But yeah, this is the righty Excalibur, and as a lefty, I can push my thumb right on the lock. Although there's the back, the stop, I can still flick it out with my left, so that's pretty sweet. Anyone looking for an Excalibur? Saw one for $300. They're nice. I would recommend one. Got my new Monterey Bay Sabertooth. This is a fantastic knife. S90V, and then that micro mill diamond titanium. These just came out a few weeks ago. What's up, Robert? Fook, my man, Fook. If only Benchmade tried that hard on the bug out of their own. Ha! Right? Without someone else fixing it up. Do I have any giant cold steel folders? No. Not really. I don't have a whole lot from Cold Steel. I got an oldie from Cold Steel, though, that's cool. I got to get away from that stuff, though. I don't want to drop it on anything on said table. This is the Cold Steel triple action. I think I got this in like 2008. So you basically go, whoa. We got a double-edged blade on there. Kind of like butterfly action, but different. So it drops down and then the blade swings out. Of course, I haven't done it in a while, so I'm out of practice. Do it backwards like this. Dagger edge. So this is a Cold Steel from, yeah, I think I got this in like 2007. Fun stuff. Definitely not quite a butterfly knife, but it's there. I did just get the new Flytanium trainer, Zenith trainer. You can still pick these up for 65, or I think they retail for 65, but right now you get them for 30, 35, I think. I do have a Squid Industries Mako V5. But I'm not huge into the butterfly as much, the balisongs. Oh, and that's the reason I don't get into Spyderco, because I suck at opening them. But I'm learning that if I go get my hand further back down here, boom, flicks out pretty good. This is a full lefty Paramilitary 2. I do like this. I may pick one of these up, although I still struggle. Actually, on the fence though with one of these, the UKPK MagnaCut version here with the white scales. This is Neil's, North Valley Neil. I do want it though. I might get one of these if they're available. Pretty much sold out everywhere right now. If you could, okay. What's up, Ron Dobbins? Robert Willoughby. What y'all up to? What's going on? Happy Friday. We're killing it. We're doing it. C. Reisner Cutlery has got a new knife coming out that has a similar kind of a thing like this to it, but it has more of a gun stock kind of angle to it and a little bit more of a clip point. Those are all available at TPK right now. Definitely check them out. This is the Kentucky Holler Jack. Another one from North Valley that I got to send back, but I'm trying not to because I love it. These are great. They are really cool. Before you buy one, let me send you the G10 UKPK checkout since you like heftier knives. Okay. Okay, and I am packing yours up, Neil. They're about to drop in the mail. So they'll be returning to you soon. Although I think I still have one or two that I haven't posted yet. I made them, but I haven't posted them. Yeah, because I did that one with the Kaiser, the Towser K. I couldn't even remember one of my favorites. Freaking Towser. And then that weird folder, the marbles or whatever. Those have not posted yet. I get a new knife or whatever, I do a quick unboxing, and then I post that one the very next. I'm like, oh, I'll just post that one next, and then I just keep skipping videos I've already done. This winter blade. Is super cool. You can close it. Got it. Flick open, auto open. It's pretty cool. And you can take the spring off, I guess, too. That way you can have extra videos in the can if you want to take a couple days off. Exactly, Neil. And then it's like, oh, well, now this weekend I can still post a video every day because I think I got about 10 done. But several of them are from that pass around. The pass around is still going, so I can't actually post a few of those until after the pass around is complete. So those are still gonna have to wait another week or so. I think it's still got one more person to go to before it goes back to Renee. And then I will be free to post those. I think there's like 6 or so. Someone had an idea with the knives. I got these we're going to be doing these are prefabbed cheap blanks, but no handle. So we're going to start doing some handles. Step 1, make a couple handles. Step 2, maybe get into doing some stock removal. Add a handle. Step 3, let's buy a forge. Let's go. But for now, I got a couple cheapos just to test. They're not going to hold an edge very well, but they do look kind of cool for some cheap Damascus. But someone had mentioned doing dual, so like you could put them both in a sheath together and then take one out, so maybe have it be a little thinner on one side and they could be like a dual wield, or we could just go ahead and strap them together like that and just make a single handle, call it a day. What type of material am I going to use? Hey, it's Barbie's husband. What? You mean Ralph? I'm going to use wood. Wood. I want to get a winter blade in my collection soon. Ron, they're great. I love this one. Oops. This one's cool. The flick out is fun. It's big. I like this little push out with the I'm struggling today. The push out with the magnets. That's fun. I definitely would like to get one. They are expensive, and not readily available unless you're buying them right when they come out. Definitely want one soon, just don't know which one. Yeah. There's a lot. And then it's like, oh, I want that one, but then not available. You got to find someone who's got one who's willing to sell it. Oh, I think you meant the Barbie doll. That's me, Ken. I gotcha. Butt to butt. We could do that. Little butt to butt. Oh, look at that. Dwayne Letterman. Happy Friday, bro. What are you up to? Wood with Damascus, right? I love my Cevivis. I keep reminding, I got to remember to, oh no, I ordered that Cevivi already. It's the CJRB. I did just get a new Cevivi. This one just came out. The, wow. Guile. Holy God. See the brain going? Smoke flying out. The Cevivi Guile just came out. I got the white G10 14C28 and great shape. This thing looks cool. What about a wrap like on a Japanese sword? I like your ideas, Henry. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Then you got to underneath. You got to have the stingray skin underneath there too, if you really want it correct. We could do that. Cevivi Guile. Yes. Stingray skin. But then the wrap over said skin. Exactly like that. Don't you think I won't? Wait. Yeah. Anybody else get a Guile? I know Grateful Dong did. He got the green one. I am going to dye this. I mean, if they got colors, even if they got a color that I like, if they also have it in white, I'll just get the white, because then we can do a dye.
X_Monu_Mino_99_X subscribe to the channel.
Monu Mina. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. If you like knives, you're in the right place. I have a few. And we have them all. We have them big, we have them small, we got them large, we got them tall. You like that's a knife right there. I mean, you like a knife. I apologize. That accent is probably weak. But if you like a beast, we got it. If you need like a D2, a huge chunk of D2 steel in the form of like a 1/4 inch Tonto, sure, I got it. Gas station knife, the actual gas station butterfly knife. Yep, we got those. I mean, maybe a gas station Zelda. That blade is probably stolen off of a multi-$1,000 design that you can't get anyway. I've got several like that. This is and it's all coming apart. And I've got this Guile just open while we do this. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you? This one's actually cheapo knockoff of like a $2,300 knife that you actually can't get. The guy made a very few of them, handmade. They're sold, they're gone. They're in a completely different echelon group of sale. So when someone says, oh, I'll just take a design that guy does not make anymore, you cannot buy, and if you were to buy it, it'd be thousands of dollars, and they sell one for $30 or whatever, then sure. Why not? I mean, this is ridiculous. It is assisted. So that's just the start. I got my gas station shelf over here. I mean, you got the 4-banger blade, because why wouldn't you? And then, you know, we can go on. I do laser marks, so I did laser mark on this. This is just a blue aluminum. I put the snowflakes on there. Nice and fun. Dye projects, acid etch, stone wash, battle damaged, send cut. So the blade was silver, and I did that nice stone wash acid etch to it. The handle was brown. I did this blue denim kind of a weathering to it. So I love doing custom stuff. If you like watching that, I show you everything start to finish, every little bit of it. Kenman, please look up the Kubi Monster Dog. Would it be big enough for your hands? Maybe. And box cutters. Dude, box cutter. Forget all the other box cutters you've seen, because this is the one. Where is that other one? I was enjoying this one here. This is like the what? The Olight. Pretty cool crossbar. But the drop bear, the Kaiser drop bear version. Look at that ramp with the harp, with the jimps and the happy joys. Ugh. I'm not going to be using stuff like that. I'll always be carrying something like this. And if I'm not carrying something like this, then I'll carry something like this. Auxiliary Manufacturing Captain's Bowie. Look at that. Number 1 of 11. Woo. Made in Reno, Nevada. Okay, Kathleen, what am I looking up? Kubi. I know I've seen this before. Monster Dog. I just can't remember right off the top of my head. I got my... Whoa, what's my problem today? Concept Goblin XL. So I love my XL knives. Look at how big this knife is. Fits great in my hand. Oh yeah, the Monster Dog. That ugly thing. Now what about it? Is it big enough for my hands? Oh, because it's small, right? 2.95 inch handle. It's 7 inches overall. It could work. It's not a crossbar lock, so yeah, it'd be fine. What I have problems with is when you have a small crossbar lock, like this. I love this little Concept Mini Main Street. Oh, except for it's little. Flicks out great, but the crossbar, you go to bring it down, and my hand's so big I can't hold it right here, so I end up palming it, and then it catches my palm like that, and then I get cut right here. So it's the smaller ones I'm kind of more worried about would be crossbar locks. Like a smaller knife like the Baby Banter. This thing is tiny and I love it. This works great, you know, no problems at all. Feels good. The Monster Dog I would take, it's definitely kind of an ugly, some people, you know, everyone has that taste. I think this is ugly but gorgeous. Kathleen thinks it's ugly and ugly, and that's fine. I think the Monster Dog is ugly but intriguing. That makes sense? This is the new Jack Wolf K9. Pretty sweet. If you don't like that, you can get it in the abalone, which is super cool. Nice slip joint though from Jack Wolf. Abalone, like the Jack Wolf Gateway. I actually love this one. The snowflake scales are cool. Thanks. I do a lot of laser mark stuff, but I usually don't have many of them because I end up selling them or doing them for somebody. Sorry, I'm bumping that. Here's another one. This is the Momo that I got from my buddy Dave on a fishing trip. So I made a topography map of the lake that we were on. We were hanging out right by this point here. This is underwater though, but we were ice fishing above that area right there. But yeah, so I laser marked that on my Momo. Thanks again to Dave. What's up, B Shady? How art thou? I've been doing shipwrecks. Where are some of my shipwrecks? There is a brass shipwreck. But if you ask me, the better shipwrecks are on the copper. Like that right there. So that's a piece of copper that I put in a container with salt and vinegar and chemicals, and that's a new patina. Natural forced patina. I was going to do some last weekend. Oh, that tick sound on the Apta. VG10. Those are great. But I didn't get to them, so I'll probably do those shipwrecks this weekend, which should be fun. What else? I don't have any other laser marks. Here's a shipwreck. Kind of a fun, smoky tone on that one. What was that one they were asking about? Because this is a Migaron, or a Migaron. Boom. What a silly. The Volker Magnum Kukri folder that you can flick out, but you can shake it out. Generally, I don't want to be able to shake out a knife, but this blade is so nose heavy that it's just ridiculous. Do I have any serrated blades? Not many. I don't prefer, I'm not a fan of the serrate per se. I have a few somewhere. This has got a gnarly serrate on it. Look at that. That's the Boker Jim Wagner reality blade. But you want a gnarly serrate, there you go. That is about as serrated as I've got. I've had this for 20 years. Pushing 20 years, maybe 18. Might have been 2006 or 7. Other serrated. I've got a dive knife from CRKT that's got serrate on half of it that I never actually took out. So this is designed for like scuba diving down in the water. It's got a tip that's more like a screwdriver, like a blunt pry tip. So if you find like an oyster or something, you can pry it open without breaking the tip off. There's some serrate on that. I got a nice old SOG seal pup. Had this SOG for probably almost 20 years as well. Actually, no, it was probably 2008 because I was working at that club at the time, 2008 or 9. That's a really nice fixed blade, though, if you just need a solid fixed blade. Look at the jimps on the back of there all the way down. The DVO knife. What, my, the glow one? Jeez. That's the Stout V2. You got the milled titanium on the bolster. Got the bolster lock. This is a lefty. It's mirror image. Everything's backwards right now. But this is a full lefty with Vanex. Probably my favorite knife that I've purchased. Bigger blades? Asks Tugboat. Seal Pup is an original. That's OG. OG. What did we say now? Big Cold Steel folders. No, I don't have much from Cold Steel. I've got, this is one of my big main users though, the Tough Light from Cold Steel. It's got their lock. Toughest lock in the world, but this is a cardboard destroying monster. It works great. I do have another old cold steel. This is the Koboon or whatever. I think I got this one early 2000s as well. Never used this. I just thought it was cool. It's got that katana look to it, so it's always just been part of the collection. Enjoyed. Gave it the love. Echo loves the Van X. Me too. I haven't really used it much, but I'm excited to have some. And I do like my Devo, the Tall Boy. Devo Tall Boy is another great knife. This is cool. Just a good user. Not a lefty, but it's got that lock up at the top. Easy to access. Flicks out really good. Nice size. I like that they put the second set of jimps up there. Getting up on that tip, doing some cuts. I think that's super rad. Brother and I haven't made any yet, but my brother's been making wooden knives. Here is the tree kill. 100% wood, maple, or I think it's maple on the handle and then walnut on the blade. This is a recreation of the T-Kel Melissa Backwoods. We call it the tree kill. I think he did a great job. He's been inspired by the knife channel, been into it. He likes making stuff out of wood, so he made this. He made a bunch of them. Just glued the pieces together, no pins, since it's not an actual blade. This is the tree Mascus. We got Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? And a couple of like kitchen style like this. So we've been getting into it. He's got me inspired. Look at this fillet. That looks like a full-on fillet, but no, 100% wood all the way. Can't cut anything with it, but for an item, it's pretty rad. So we picked up a couple of blanks. I'm going to be putting some handles on these cheaper blanks. I did get a Bowie blank a while ago. Not the highest of the quality out there, but it's a nice clean blank for learning how to make some handles. And then I'll start looking into some more expensive materials and maybe getting into some stock removal or forging is the end goal. I'm an artist. I like to create and do stuff, so it would be nice to slowly start building a kind of more of a studio. I have a studio kind of space right now, and it's more for woodworking. So I've got some drills and some grinders and sanders, and I got a lathe, so I make like bowls and cups. I should get one of those out and put one. I need one of my lathe creations out here, right? Right. So what's the weekend? What's up? 4:48 in the PM in the central time zone where I'm at. I'm going to carve some scales out of mesquite. Got a good schmale. It's got a decent schmale to it. Big knives, Max Ace Goliath. SLD, Magic, Sanmai. Pig of a blade. I love this thing. I need to remember to carry this one again soon. On the table you go, bud. You're right there now, huh? Moving on up. The new Rosecraft F1. I do want to field test, mess around with this. I like the way those jimps on that Punar right there. Punar? And look, triple jimp. Jimp, jimp, jimp. Got them jimps all the way out there for that Kenman index. Can you digs? I can. Justin's trying to get me and KC to do some stump competition or whatever. So I do have this. The old Dusty. I need to go out and find a stump, huh? Maybe at some point. I don't have one. I have a tree in the backyard that's basically dead. I could throw stuff at it. Maybe I should just cut a stump off of it. Would the mesquite be stable enough to keep its shape? Well, the neat thing is, Kathleen, is you could stabilize it if it wasn't. Justin did a stump sticking video today. Yeah, I got the notice for it, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I got home from work, and I pretty much went online right away. But with the wood, Kathleen, these days you can get wood stabilizer, wood hardener, acrylic, and you could take all that mesquite or whatever and put it in a thing, and then end up with a nice block to start with that's stabilized, and then go from there. It might kind of soak up some of the smell though, because you're kind of encasing it kind of in a, although like the wood hardener, that doesn't really, that kind of just soaks into it, but it might eliminate some of the schmale. Interesting stuff to think about. Got any bucks? I got a buck cleaver D2 buck. Right there. Classic. 110. We have the 110 2-dot from USA. From the 70s. Still looks the same though. If you buy one now, I got an old buck canoe, a few years old, and I do have back up here a buck 119. Ever since I saw the cover of this movie right here, you know what I'm talking about? That's what's up. Right next to Jason here. I mean, we got his machete up there too. We got a zombie apocalypse just in case, you know. Got a little bit of everything. I do love this Bowie, the stag, crown stag. Fun. I would like to get into and then just be like, all right, I'm gonna start making big stuff, you know. Donnie? How far back is that? What's up, Donnie? Bless Knives in the house. What's up, dude? Back to the table of joy. I mean, do you see them all? It's like, which do you focus on first? The bangers. Serious Banginski. I need to back it up. Is the Evo a giveaway knife? Yeah. All of these could be yours. If Kevin Smith and Knives. Dude, is this not, or this is the Riot. The Evo. Right here. What's the full TI holy one that Mo Patty sent? This one here? That's the guy from Forged in Fire. I'll get the card. Nicholas Nichols knives. The Guppy. Or the one to the right of that. So that's the Nicholas Nichols. This one. This is the Brimwolf Mule 4. I struggle with it. Come on. So does Patty. It's an interesting knife, though. This it does keep walking, though. The pivot doesn't stay as tight as it should. So yeah, Brimwolf Mule 4. It looks not great. It looks sick at Blade Show, though. I just tightened it up. Boom. Better. It's cool. All the milling on the blade. I don't know how well that's showing up. But yeah, it's pretty wild looking. And it's a hollow grind. Looks sharp. You're a Momo. That's fun. Pull through sharpener only. Ew. Tugboat. I don't have to sharpen all that often because I keep getting new knives all the time. So I don't have like a good rail guided system like a TS Prof or anything. Can't even find. I use stones. I have stones. And I don't have any of them in here at all. But I do regular touch-ups. So like if I have a knife and I carry it, I might only carry it once, because the next day I'll carry something else. The next day I'll carry something else. And it might be 2 weeks before I carry it again. At work I make cuts, but I might only make a dozen or so cuts in a day. So I'm not making heavy cuts. And I'll go and touch that knife up. I've only maybe made 20, 30, 40 cuts with it over a period of a few days. And I'll go in and just lightly touch it up on a ceramic or a diamond and just maybe even just strop it. And then that basically I don't allow them to get dull. If they're sharp here and dull here and they start moving down and then you sharpen them and they start moving down and you sharpen them, you don't have to do a whole lot to actually maintain them, right? Versus if I used it every day, cut 50 things a day for 2 months, then went to sharpen it. Now you're going to have some work to do. So I use stones. I'd get some nice diamond stones or some rail guided, like a TS Prof or something, if you want to make it easier on yourself. But I like just learning how to just be able to bring it across a stone, keep an angle, bring it up, call it a day. And if you do it regularly, doesn't hardly takes any work. What scales are on the green knife to the right? That's this one here. This is the Sharif Mangana's. I don't remember the name of the knife. But the green is an anodized eggshell textured titanium. And then the black is micarta. This one has some lock. The lock bar doesn't push in far enough, so we're going to have to take it apart and give that lock bar just a little bit of a bend inward. But it's a cool design. Sharpen's best guy. I just can't. Concrete works in a pinch. The bottom of a coffee mug works in a pinch. Just get to that ceramic edge on the bottom of your coffee mug and you can just kind of deburr that bad boy. A good strop, I think, is a really good move. For sure. Gecko Customs Pictis. Picked this one up in Atlanta. I love milled titanium. It just makes me happy. Did Sharif contact you yet? I texted him last night to contact you for help with the knife. He has not. That is sweet of you, though, Kathleen. I think what we were talking, like with what Fook said, is really the rattle that we're getting is right there. As soon as you take that lock bar and push it in a little bit more, it's gone. It's solid. So the lock bar needs to engage a little bit more. So if we take the scale off, give the lock bar a little bend in this way, and then put it back on, it'll have a tendency to want to push that way a little more. Because when it's like right here, just got that little bit of wiggle, and all it needs is just a little more pressure on that spring, and I think we're good. Bottom of a coffee mug actually works. Yes, it does. I've actually seen someone, I don't know who made it, if it was NAFs or whatever, but there is a coffee mug that says, like, to sharpen your knife, flip this over, or something like that. So it's like someone already did that and kind of made it part of their coffee mug design. Such a nice knife. It's a huge bummer to hear. Well, you know, Matt, sometimes it's just a simple little thing. You know, we had that issue with the gateway from Jack Wolf, and Ben said that it was just something in the milling in there was not allowing that to sit right. So what was happening is when I was opening the blade like this and letting go, it was actually staying right there. It wasn't, the spring wasn't pulling it in. So he sent me this new one, and I sent him the other one, and he said it was just where it was machined. There was just some flaws. So somehow it like just missed a step or something. You know, there's every once in a while you just get a weird situation. He said of the hundreds he's handled, it's the only one he's seen that was like that. This is a production knife, easily fixed, says Paul. Have you had any that have done that though, Paul? Where that lock bar just is not engaging enough, and so it's causing kind of a rattle. But as soon as you push that over, that rattle is gone. Ground fogs use the bottom of a mug many times. You need the rough. Yeah, it should be the white ring edge on the bottom. For sure. But yeah, Kathleen, I would love to sit and chat with them about it a little bit. That'd be great. Whose live has I watched a few times? Paul, isn't there a live? Who does the live? Is that Maddie? Is it the Mattisfaction live that I see Paul and Sharif and people on regularly? Or am I tripping? I'm tripping. No, but that knife has been taken apart. Seen it in other knives, though, for sure. Yes, on Wednesdays. Yep, that's why I don't see it much, Paul, because I have my league on Wednesdays, and I usually am not free. But I've kind of been in there and looked at your sexy ass. This is a cool design, though. I love the way it feels. Handle feels nice. I like the little ramped up little mini poon there, and then another poon there. I appreciate it, Kathleen. Shay's got to run. We'll see you around this weekend for sure. I'm still debating on whether I want to take the clip off of this or not and just turn it into more of a slip style carry. Paul would be happy to fix it. I'm kind of a guru at this point. Kind of a big deal. My name's Paul. You may have seen me in such films as next is a sharpening system. I think now I have the room. What's a good full setup for the money? What's everyone say? From what I hear, the TS Prof is the one, the most stable. Pinchers. Paul turns flippers into not flippers. He's kind of like a moil, is I think what they're called. He snips. You bring it to him and he snips the tip. Donnie says he's going to get a TS Prof eventually. What's the base? I think a base model, decent one, is going to cost you like $300 at least. Probably pushing $400 by the time you're getting it all said and done. Foop Doozle says for the money, the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Elite is great. Bichetti. I know a guy named Bouchetti. Bichetti. Ask Donnie. What model are you thinking? I'm thinking the one that they send me for free would be the one I would go for. They're not going to send me one. Did I ever reach out? I think I reached out to... I hardly reach out to companies. That's not really... I've done it a little bit, but now I've kind of just gotten into I just do my thing. If someone wants to reach out to me, then I might put... Yeah, Paul could put... he's a cutlery moil right on a business card. Notice how he stopped commenting right when we... He just disappeared. Like, I don't know. I'm not... There he is. And that's my time. Okay, bye. How does the Gecko feel in hand, dude? Like it. I like it. There are two things that I noticed with the Gecko. I love the shape. I love the design. I love the feel when it's open, when I'm holding it. It's great. One thing is I wish that this choil was just a tiny bit bigger. Personally, again, doesn't ruin the knife at all. But I feel like if I get in here, I'm not cutting myself by squeezing hard right there. I can easily go up and down and not worry about catching that and cutting myself. But I feel it. I feel it right there, wanting to just be like, gotcha. You know, so I feel like that choil could be just the tiniest little bit larger. And then I am a lefty. And when I do a natural hold for a flick out like this, that clip, just this bump on there, because it's not an even, it goes higher on this side than down. That little nub at the top, I would almost remove that because it's like it sits right on a spot on my thumb where it's kind of a hot spot, but it's only when I'm flicking it out like that. You know, if I'm thumbing, if you're front flipping, you're just holding it, clip's not a problem. You know, as a lefty, I can hold it like this. It's over here. I don't have any hot spots. It's just nice and smooth, feels good. But I would round that edge off a little bit, and then I would make the choil just a little bit bigger, and this knife would be like perfect. It's great. I really like it. I love the way I got the one with the micro milling lines. That makes me very happy. It's a really good grip. Titanium with the micro lines on it is probably my favorite type of handle. Been a min since you researched Pioneer Plus. Oh, that's the version he's thinking about getting. Pioneer Plus. Gonzo's got the camo carbon Sicaray. Those are cool too. I thought about getting one, but I was already cutting myself short on what I had picked up in Atlanta. But I have looked at those. I do like Gecko. What's the guy who runs his name? Steven. Good guy. I might pick up one of them Sicarays. They got a lot of options for them too, where you can kind of modify them and stuff. I do want to also get a Monterey Bay Wolverine. I got the saber tooth, so I got the larger version. I'm not upset about it at all. It actually, I love it so much, it makes me want the smaller version so I can dual wield them. Blade Runner Outpost exclusive. Ooh. That sounds cool. Blade Runner Outpost exclusive. I can dig it. What's up, J1 Doobie? How's it going? We're just chilling on a Friday, hanging out. I've got a table full of absolute bang city going on right now. It's like everywhere you look, you're like, ooh, is that a golden? Oh, it is. Ooh, is that a Chris Reeve? Ooh, is that a smock? Ooh, wait, Winterblade, wait. CKF, hold on, Herman, Riyadh, wait, whoa, slow down, slow your roll. I know. I think I'm gonna sit here all weekend and just, oh, battery power, come on. I got it plugged in. It's plugged in. I need that Incosi. Do you know? Did you see the, where is it? I got everything everywhere. I can't find anything. It's a lefty. Brian likes the bug out. Stiff. It's a great feel. When it's open and you're holding it like this, it feels awesome. I'm just not a big fan of the action. What's up, Luke? Am I muffled? I haven't heard anything from anyone yet, but I might be. I know my phone is starting to become kaput. About to die. About to say, no more. No mas. Now that you mention it, though, I do notice it. Man, why did you mention it? Boo. I'm working on it. I gotta get my new phone is what I need to do. Seems fine to Kathleen. What piece has the best action? What do I have the most fun action? Interesting question. I almost want to say it's this. Demco AD 20.5 thumb, drop, flick, drop. Ooh. Boom. Demco. Shark lock. I missed your comment. I can find it. You have an opportunity to shipwreck your knife. No, that was the shipwreck that I was supposed to do last weekend. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Yours is one of them. I have 2 pens and 2 knives. And yep, it's right. It's literally right here next to this other Rough Rider. So I am going to shipwreck that this weekend. I might even do it tonight. Do you have a color preference that you want the most of? Shark lock is awesome. You want more blue, less blue, more blacks, more. Here, let me get you some examples. Here is kind of a minimal blue. Here is a little more blue. This is kind of less blue, more yellows and splotchiness. Bluish. Well, yeah. Well, do you want heavy blue or medium blue? Blues with greens? Yeah. I like to get a lot. I want a lot of weird stuff happening. I think that's the most fun. But everybody has their kind of their personal preference. This one here is fun because like it got down basically in the grooves. And so look at how blue just the groove is on there. Tell me that's not a fun one. I have pocketed the one that I didn't clear coat, but I haven't carried it enough for it to really have done much of anything. Does that make sense? It really requires you to like almost, I think what I need to do is put it out. And then when it's out, just every day, just pick it up, go like this a few times, and then set her back down. And then, oh, tomorrow, pick it up. Thank you for reminding me though, Henry. I should do that. I have been, this is my pen that I picked up. Let me get some better lighting here. It's dark in here. This is the pen I picked up from Big Idea that I've been carrying almost every day. I kind of change it up. But you can see where I touch it more there, it's definitely lighter. But look at how dark it's gotten. It's really, I mean, I touch the button all the time too, so it rubs off where you touch it. And so that button is almost back to how it was when I got it. You can see how much lighter that is and everything else. But it is really darkened up into this really caramely kind of shade. From back there you can see more. See how caramely that is and how much more brassy it is on that end. And I carry this like every day and I'm always touching it. So yeah, on some spots it actually wears off. If I just go like this and sit it down for a few days, it kind of evens out. But as I use it on a regular basis, you can see right where I touch it. And if I did this the other day and rubbed on it and like basically rubbed some of that tarnish off. But I dig it. I dig it. I'm happy about it. Enjoying it. You guys ever see this lock that I found? Oh, that's not cool. What does it say on there? New York something. It's cool. Eagle Lock Co. Cherryville, Connecticut, USA. Who knows how old that is? I could probably Google it and find out. That's a really nice coppery brass piece. I just think it looks cool, so I set it on the table here with my other stuff. Because why not? Because why not? All right. Nice Friday, crew. We're doing it. I need to carry the nanner again. I've noticed a lot of vids on this lately, so I picked one up. I actually bought the first one that was available from Dustin the second they went on sale. Personally, Dustin's a really cool guy. I met him in Texas, and then I also saw him in Atlanta, and Atlanta was when they released these officially. And I was there. I went and bought the Gecko Pictis right away. So I had the early bird for Atlanta. Went and picked up the Pictis. So I went over and talked to Gecko, grabbed this right away. Then I went to Auxiliary Manufacturing, picked up this 1 of 11 Captain's Bowie. I got number 1, which is super cool. And then I went over and started talking to, talk to Concept and CJRB. And so when I got over to CJRB, I was talking to everybody, Russell and Nico and Dustin, and was like, yep, you guys got nanners now? And he's like, oh, they actually are available now. And I grabbed one. I love it. You have to have the yellow. And it's unripened with that green. It's perfect. It's just terrible. Gotta go for dinner. You folks have fun. See you around in the lives. What's for dinner, Fook? What's for dinner? Never tell us you're going to dinner and then not tell us what's going to be on the plate. We want to live vicariously. What am I going to eat for dinner? I got this from that box. This is an actual Edyards. Got the cool knot, Turkish knot or whatever on the bottom, and then that Cthulhu kind of a octopus with the brain. Tell me that's not a fun one. I might get that on a knife someday, or I might just keep it on display on my secretary, or whatever these are called. Hold on. Charge your phone. It's coming together nice. I like it. I move knives across this thing like all the time though, but I'm definitely glad I picked it up. Definitely glad. Oh boy. So the plan this weekend, film. I just got Mo Patty's 5 knives. I have a couple more to film from Lanyard Man. Then the Mo Patty knives. Then 8, so that makes 15. I got the 8 knives from Kevin Smith and Knives. So I got 15 knife videos that I'm going to make over the weekend. Actually it's 16 because I did get the pass around Jack Wolf canine with this really, really cool yellow bone with the jig. I love it. That thing is great. Weird shape. Not really my style completely. Driving and listening. Well. All right. TKE here. TKE said hi from his vehicle. Drive safe there, bud. You drive safe there. So there it is. There you have it. We've done it. I don't know. What have we done? We've done it. I did want to jump on though because I know I want to get, can't flick this little bad boy up. I do want to get motivated and get some things going, and I got a lot of videos to make and some other stuff to do. I got to take care of some yard work, of course, as always, as someone who lives in a house by myself. It's all on me. I got to do all the mowing. I got to do all the yard work. I got stupid trees with these stupid squirrels that drop stupid sticks all over the place. A couple of the trees are super old elms that are just huge, just absolutely huge. And then the squirrels up there just, they're gonna have to get cut down at some point because trees just start getting old and they get droopy and they start dropping. The birch in my backyard is actually 80% dead. Which is unfortunate, but I can't cut it down because of the electrical and stuff. And house. It's they're all kind of, you need a professional to do the tree stuff that I need to do. So that's a thing. And I don't know if I'm gonna get to it soon. There are a few branches on the birch that we can take down and just get a rope, tie it to it, pull, and then it's not very high up, maybe 20 at the top. So it should be easy to pull that down without it even being close to anything. But the main trunk goes up, and it's probably another 20 feet above that. And that one is not something that I would do on my own. I'm dumb, but I'm not dumb. Am I going to take you fishing this summer? I should. I did catch a couple pike over that weekend when we were out, but I didn't really get on lives that much. I did have a live, one of the mornings or 2 of the mornings. But I would like to do that. I could get down with that. What kind of fishing would you like? Bass fishing? Trolling? finding a spot and going for some crappies or some panfish. I like it all. Go walleye fishing. Have a good afternoon, KDK and all. I'm Skedaddle as well. Continue this NAF hunt. Get on a NAF hunt. What are you going to buy next? And then let me know about it so that I can also be interested in buying one next. I'm doing it too. Thank you all so much. Go bowfin hunting. Ooh, where do I do that, Ground Fog? I'm gonna get some stuff going though. Make some early snack for dinner. Probably won't be dinner. It'll be like a snack. Bigger dinner later. And get some things going. Probably try to do some lives this weekend. I know TKE is on tomorrow morning at 9:30 Central. E wanted to see if I wanted to meet up with him. I might be out and about having some fun, but we'll see if I do a live before he goes on or not. I don't know. Living by the seat of my pants. Summer's starting to get close to, it's going so fast. So I'm going to try to get out and enjoy some of the days if I can, if it's nice. If it's raining or something, then yeah, I'll just sit there and open and close this thing for a few hours. But thank you all for hanging out. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what I should do next. Stay sharp. We'll see y'all soon.